Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, artwork by Katrina Sokolova. It's below the word tarot if you want to see how it's spelled. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to, of course. Websites are ToriHartman.com and WatkinsPublishing.com. I believe there's also a WatkinsPublishing.co.uk if you're interested. Feel free to freeze frame on that if you'd like that. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. Lisbeth did the artwork on this one. Websites are She Who Is Art. There's a couple others. Feel free to check those out. Feel free to freeze frame to check those out and just enjoy yourself if you want to. Okay. What do we have for Leo? Let's go all the way through them. A bit of fire. We like that for Leo. Okay. Why would people not realize if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it? I feel like somebody here doesn't realize if you really don't want to do something, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter what reason they have behind it. If they think they've cornered you, they've thought wrong. What is going on here? You got the Five of Fire, which is conflict. You got the Devil card, and you got this. For the Princess in this one, I feel like it goes back and forth in your reading between the Knight and the Page. I think it's supposed to be Page in this deck. I'm not completely sure. But maybe it's supposed to be. I'm getting it's going back and forth between Knight and Page, like watching, following, and doing, and activating. It's going kind of back and forth. Somebody's kind of messing with you. Somebody's messing with you a little bit. When I get the Five of Fire, there is definitely conflict here. And I feel like they're trying to tick you off. Oh, I mean, that's so dumb. There's certain signs, I mean, I don't know. They are underestimating you by leaps and bounds. Okay, I'm feeling this and it's annoying to me, but this is how it's coming through. Take it with a giant grain of salt. It's like they think they're smarter than you. And they're really not. And they're going to paint themselves in a corner because of it. I don't have to verbally argue with this person. I just feel like your actions are going to prove to them they're not as smart as they think they are. And they're painting themselves in a corner. You have more, like, it's kind of like they've seen you do things, they think they know exactly how you're going to react. They're looking at this with the Nine of Coins. They think they have control, and that it's going to work out the way they think, and there's nothing you can do about it. They think they have you in a corner. In truth, they've painted themselves in a corner. They just don't realize it. And it's going to shock them. Because the wheel is going to turn and not in their favor. To them, I think they're also going to look at what's happening. Because this is kind of like a perception card, I'm noticing, the way it's coming up for them. They just think it went against them this time around. Like, just odds weren't in their favor or something. They rolled the dice and it just didn't come up good for them. That's not true either. They were successful at making you angry. The thing is, they don't realize that you don't have like a set response. You've decided how it's going to go. And I feel like what's happening when they push you in a corner, you just literally don't play their game. especially if this is a job situation. Like they think they're going to set you off, you're going to do this certain thing, and you just show up and do your normal job without worrying about it. Like you just don't react. I think that floors people. For whatever reason, you just don't react. You just don't. No, you just don't. I just feel like with that Hermit card and the Eight of Wands, you're like, nah, I'm over it. And you just don't react. That's the thing with Leos. You can just, if you're over it, you're over it. You're just like, all right, I'll just move on and I'll just do what I need to do. You've moved your perspective. I don't know if that's more of a mature Leo thing or you're just not reacting. You're taking your energy in a different direction. See, you're fire though. And I'm getting the Emperor. You can be very strategic if you want to be. And if you've decided this is how this is going to go, you set your sights on your goal. This is what I'm going to do. That's it. Somebody underestimated you bad. Really bad. Because when they don't get the response they want, they're very, very, very shocked. They're blown right away that they don't get the response they banked on. They literally banked on. Can we get a little bit more about that? I'm kind of like, this is interesting how this is playing out. That puts them in a spot where they have to pick up the pieces. Whatever they thought was going to happen, they needed you to do it. When you didn't do it, that put a lot of the responsibility over on them. Now they have to do all the pickup. And they seem to have to trip over themselves to fix things. The best I can think of is, like, the easiest way I can think of is, like, they left a mess somewhere. And they banked on you just walking through there. And if you walk through there, they were going to blame it on you. And then you were going to have to deal with it. But the thing is, you never went over there. It's kind of like they were making noise and racket and all this stuff going on over there, and you're like, well, I don't know what's going on over there, but I got this over here to do. So instead of going over to that building, you went over to where you needed to work. And the fact that you never went over to that building, they couldn't trap you in the situation. But now they know what's going on there, and if they leave it there, it's going to be their problem and not your problem because you have no connection to it. So they have to pick it up. Because you just didn't even go near it. You didn't go near it. That was the thing. So they can't point the finger at you because you just, like, how is that Leo's fault when Leo wasn't even near that building? And if you knew, why would you tell Leo about it? Why wouldn't you just do it, whoever this person is? If they know about it, they have to clean it up. If they know about it and they try to get you to do it, that's kind of like, well, if you knew it was happening, why didn't you stop it? They're going to get a lot of questions like, why did it even happen if they knew about it? So they can't. They literally have to clean it up, whatever the problem is. This person is still a problem. It's very, very weird. I have these two cards popping over here, which I'm not sure what to think about the piece, because it's kind of like, it feels odd, like they don't feel like they have any blame to the situation. Meanwhile, they literally do. That's a weird energy for this card, because peace seems like a very positive card, right? I am an intuitive reader, and I get that. It just feels kind of like, I think this person's a little bit different. I guess we're doing it. Three of Swords and the Magician. That's why they're at peace. They're upset, but they're waiting for their moment. That's why they're at peace. They're waiting. It's like, I feel like I'm poised. Peace, I know that's a really, like, that's how it feels to me. Like, they're poised, and that's why they're at peace. They're being peaceful. I feel like if they're being peaceful, they're being calm, they're being nice. But, like, they're waiting for their chance. This energy doesn't, these two energies don't feel good together, especially when it's backed up. Like, all this comes forward with the Tower. But I don't feel like it's good. I feel like nothing really bad happens. You don't deal with this one. They don't get you this time, but I also get like they're at peace and they're waiting for their moment. That Animal card kind of like, you're going to do what I want. I'm just waiting for, it's almost like they're waiting to catch you in the right. They're gonna come again. They're gonna come again. They're gonna come again. So they're saying, even though you moved on from this one, this person is gonna come again. What should Leo do about this? Judgment. And then the Eight of Swords. You have to deal with it. Eight of Swords is telling me how you deal with it is up to you. We have to start calling this out for what it is. It's time to start dealing with it because this energy is going to keep coming at you. This person is weird. There's something about them. I know it's a general read, but it feels weird. Maybe it's because it's a general read. There's a lot of different energies clicking in with it. I don't like it. I do not like it. It feels deluded, like delusional. You get by this one fairly easily, but they're like, yeah, but you still gotta shut it down. It still has to be shut down. Because I feel like you're trying to like just kind of like let that person sink their own ship. But I don't think we have that luxury because they're going to keep becoming an issue. And it's going to be some stuff that you don't need in your way. It's like, I don't know, whatever they're going to do, it seems like it could have long-term consequences that you don't deserve or need. Judgment will go in your favor by going towards it and handling it. So I feel like it's time to address the situation. It will go in your favor. I feel like for those of you this is going to hit with, I feel like you know what that means. Whatever it is you need to do to address and deal with this situation, it's time to do that. It feels like one of the reasons why maybe I'm not is because I feel like I'm going to do something or say something and then it's going to come back on me and people are going to blame me for how this turned out. I mean, you want to do this respectfully. Like if it's a work thing, I would probably think you would go through HR or whatever, something like that. Make sure other people know what's going on so you can kind of like call this out, start talking about it with people, trying to find a way to solve it. If it's a family thing, you might have to distance yourself from this person because if they keep trying to come for you, something isn't really right with that. This person is a little delusional, so I don't trust them in the sense of like a rational response is not something you can. I don't know. How far will this person go is what I'm questioning. Like, they're just nuts. I feel like they're a little nuts. I know that's not nice to say, and it's probably not politically correct, but they're like, it's the best way I can describe it. They're not dealing with reality like you do. They're just seeing something else, and they feel validated doing things that I feel like average person wouldn't. The way they think about things is messed up. So they're saying definitely go towards this, handle this. This time it's not going to be a problem for you, but they're going to keep coming. So we got to shut it down one way or another. Okay. I'm going to let it go there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.